Hello and welcome. Today I have a special guest, and we're going to talk about upcoming Valentine's Day and 5 fun things you can do even when we're quarantined, even when we're in this awful, awful pandemic lockdown. So, Dana, can you tell us a little bit about you and what you do?
Yes, Billy, I'd be happy to. My name is Dana Lamb, and I am the co creator of the Surprise Date Challenge, which helps couples to keep the magic and romance alive by planning one surprise date for each other every month.
That's so
And
awesome. And now, how you must be particularly challenged during this time.
Right. We have a program called Date of the Month Club. So every month we email our clients a date they can do out in the town, one they can do at home. It also includes conversation starters and a cool gift idea to keep the romance alive.
Mhm.
And during this past year, we pivoted to at-home experiences, which then led to us writing our second book, which is Surprise Date Challenge Home Edition. And it has all kinds of cool date ideas you can do at home as well as online resources that are secret. You only get them if you buy the book. That include links to everything you need to pull off your date, including a Spotify playlist, so you have awesome music for your date.
Ooh, I love this. I love this for those of us who are challenged and not creative or maybe just too busy to think of it. So, as a sneak peek, can you tell people 5 things they might want to consider for this upcoming Valentine's Day?
Sure, I have some great ideas that you can do at home if you're not feeling like venturing out, or maybe you've waited too late to make plans since Valentine's is coming up on Sunday. The A great idea is if you're feeling like you're missing out on travel, like I have. I usually go on an awesome vacation every year, and this year has been a little bit challenging, obviously. So the chef in the dish will bring Italy to you or Tokyo to you. They will pair you up with a chef from around the world so you can make paella with a chef in Spain. How fun is that? And
So
maybe feed a
fun.
little bit of that wanderlust. And you do it via Zoom right in your own home. And it's a private one-on-one with you and your date or your friends, whoever is there. There's also a company called Cozy Meal, and they'll pair you up with a local chef. So the local chef will come to your house and teach a cooking class. So it's an interactive date, which is what we love. And then while you're eating dinner, they do all the cleanup.
Oh,
So
I love that.
yes, so that's date idea number one. Date idea number two would be a tequila tasting or some type of mixology or cocktail tasting class. So if you were doing tequila, for example, you could get an añejo, a blanco, or a reposado and do tiny little tastes. This is just a taste. Pick the one you like the best and then have some cool craft cocktail recipes. Maybe since it is Valentine's, do a spicy jalapeno margarita.
I love that idea. I love that we're talking about food and drinks too, because that's just the best.
Right. I know. Well, yeah, I don't want to make it all about that for sure. I know, but that is something I love to eat and drink. Too much during, especially during the past year. Put on that
Mhm,
COVID-20.
I hear you.
So date idea number three would be a fantasy box. So if you currently are in a relationship, obviously that would be something. There's a company that will deliver these boxes to you for $39, or you can make your own, whatever you want to create. Get a box at Target or something and put little, costumes or masks or adult toys. It's kind of an adult toy box for
Ooh,
grown-ups.
wow. And what's this
And
company?
it's called the Fantasy Box,
Mhm,
and it's such a bargain. There's boxes for 39, then 59, and then it goes up to a little over 100.
mhm.
And so I always do the 59, and that one's actually really great. But if your budget doesn't call for it and you want to try out the 39, it's just a lot of fun. And then it's a surprise for both of you. You just don't know what you're getting, but usually there could be a little toy, there could be a candle with some that you burn, but then it turns into a body oil.
Wow.
There are little questions that they have to kind of get that sexual conversation going, which is a lot of fun. So we really love the fantasy box. And another thing to keep those flames of love burning is candle chemistry, or you can create your own candles at home. There's all kinds of kits online. There is a local company in Scottsdale called Candle Chemistry, and you can actually go in there and make candles, but they have this cool kit. And if you use the promo code date night, you can save 20% and they'll ship 2 candles to you. So it's normally $50, but it's $40. It includes free shipping. And I mean, it's something you can even do with your girlfriends or a galentine or your kids. You get to pick the fragrances that you make, and so you are actually creating your very own candle. And then I think what's cool about that is every time you burn the candle, you will be reminded about, your
Sure.
your love for each other and that you've created something.
Oh, I love this. Wow, you've got people stepping up their game for sure. I cannot wait
Yes.
to hear what is the last date idea?
Oh, well, the last date idea, let me see. There's so many awesome ones. One thing that you can do is, I'm trying to think too last minute what you could pull together is, how about throwing a fun 80s party, like rewind to the 80s. That is one of the date ideas in our book. And we have a lot of resources. So you could do 80s trivia, order some costumes, kind of dress a little retro. And we're all about surprise dates. So whoever your date is, whether it's a friend or a romantic partner, pick out the costume and about 30 minutes before say, here, put this on. And so
Nice.
it's all about the surprise element. And there's some great food ideas that you can Google, what kind of what was popular then, playing some video games. If you have a retro, you can actually buy some retro Atari, game machines and things like that to really make it 80s feel, decorate the 80s, talk, hey, it's totally red.
I love this. I'm sending this out today. I'm so glad that we got to connect on this. Thank you so much, Dana. And for anybody who's loving this conversation, make sure to check out our podcast because Dana is a guest on the podcast talking about all sorts of things that you need to hear about her dating post divorce, what it's like to have a teenage son with Asperger's and co-parenting, and how to blend a family. So it's one of the most important episodes, so make sure to check that out too. But Dana, thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you.